A Mesquite mother says she is frustrated by the response, or actually the lack of response, she says, by Dallas police after her son was hit by a car. The driver of that car helped the boy to some degree, but then took off without leaving any contact information. Fox 4's Sean Rabb in our Dallas newsroom tonight with more on the story. Sean.
Steve, Tamika Jones says she's been trying to file a report about the driver who hit her boy since Saturday night. Not happy with what police told her over the phone. She went to them in person and still, she says, could not file a report.
Well, I was at the library.
Philip Jones will never forget this past Halloween, leaving the Highland Hills Library, walking to his grandmother's home a little before 6 Saturday evening.
The lady was coming real fast and I just paused and she hit me.
The 14-year-old hit by a woman in a white SUV.
This happened right there and this happened right here. She had hit me from this side of my body. Then I had just slid on my knees and my elbows because I landed like this.
Instead of getting help at the fire station just yards from where she hit the 8th grader, the woman, he says, asked where he lived, put him in her vehicle, dropped him off at his grandmother's, did not leave contact information. Family members took him to Baylor Emergency.
When did you call 911 the first time?
Right after I got to Baylor.
But Jones was placed on hold for some time. Then the call, she says, disconnected. At Baylor, 6 hours or so, and Philip medicated, so she decided to go home to Mesquite and called 911 again and was told to go to a Dallas address and call 911 and wait for an officer. Instead, she went home. Sunday, she called the South Central substation. While it wasn't a recording, the message was the same.
Got on the phone, the officer said, well, since it happened in Dallas, we can't come to your residence because you're in Mesquite.
So she got in her car, drove from Mesquite to here, the South Central substation in the area where the accident happened. And you'll never guess what she was told then.
You're going to need to go to a Dallas resident, call 911, and once you do that, then the DPD officer will come out and give you another report, give you a report. So I was floored. I simply said, whatever, turned around and walked out.
How did that leave you feeling?
Terrible. Like all of the bad press that I've heard about them, now I believe it. I felt like the whole situation could have been handled a whole lot better.
When you think about what happened, how do you feel, Philip?
Why did it go down like that?
Now, a couple of three things. The first call to 911 being placed on hold and then disconnecting prevented communication, which should have generated an accident investigator being dispatched to interview the family at Baylor. That didn't happen. Police say they tried to take a report from Jones when she came to the substation, but they say she was frustrated and she didn't answer their questions. A Dallas police lieutenant telling me today, though, if something happens to you in Dallas, you live in another city, an adjacent city, and you go home, you have to come to a Dallas address to report the crime. I don't think any of us thought that was the case. Steve?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. And you'd think a substation would get it done, but there's different reports on this as far as why that did or didn't happen. All right, Sean, we'll see how it plays out if it's over now. All right, thank you, Sean.
Okay.